Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Reckless Paradise podcast. I am your co-host Dystro, and no, Marissa's not sick again. She is just has the day off today, and it's just gonna be another solo episode for me. It is another deep talks with Dystro this week. Also, happy 1st of February, everyone. Hopefully, your January went super smooth. I know Marissa's hasn't, but it's all right. There's 11 more months to fix that this year. Anyway, like I said, this is another Deep Talks with Dystro. And, you know, I figured, since Valentine's Day is coming up for a lot of people, even single people, it's all right to celebrate Valentine's Day with yourself. You always have to love yourself. I figured if there's a lot of couples out there, or just single people, like I said, who really want to celebrate Valentine's Day, I might try to throw some like Valentine's Day ideas at you, to give you some inspiration for your loved one or for yourself. So, uh, has anyone ever noticed that it's kind of hard to recover from the holiday money crunch, with Christmas and all that stuff? To be perfectly honest, it usually takes a lot of people, like well, most people, a few months, which is why it's always a good thing or a good idea to think about affordable Valentine's Day date ideas. In a world where a single movie ticket can cost more than $16, not including service fees, um, it can seem like there are a few things to do on a budget. Good news is that you don't have to spend a lot of money to use a little bit of imagination. After all, celebrating February 14th, Valentine's Day, is that about spending time with the one you love or the ones that you are spending it with some friends instead of a significant other? Sorry if I'm kind of rambling a little bit. It can seem like there are a few things to do on a budget. The good news is, you don't have to spend a lot of money to use a lot of imagination, like I said. Other than the obvious option of making dinner at home, there are plenty of fun and creative ideas you can do without breaking the bank. Now, one of these ideas could be, renting a canoe. Just paddle out into the middle of the lake and take in all the beauty of nature. Bring a bottle of the bubbly uh, to enjoy each other, to enjoy it together to make it even more special. Another option, for your significant other, enjoy breakfast in bed. I mean, who would not love breakfast in bed? Like, it's especially good if you're in a busy season at work. Just wake up a little bit earlier and cozy up with your significant other for an hour or so before you start the day. Just don't forget to make extra coffee, because then you can keep it rolling. Wine tasting. That's another thing that some couples do. Like, they'll just go to a vineyard and, just do some wine tasting, like DIY wine tasting. Um, I mean, although, like, some wine tasting classes could be costly, but all you need are, like, a few different varieties to do your own at home. Swirl and sip your way to finding your next favorite date night bottle. Um, I mean that's pretty much like self-explanatory. You can just make your own tasty wine. Like, and also, like, while you're drinking that wine, you could probably like look at some old photos of your relationship at that point, or just significant your friends or whatever. Scroll through your photos on your iCloud or Facebook account. It will be fun to see how you changed over time. This is especially good if you've been together a while. Finish the night with a new photo to add to the mix. So like I said, like I said, look through your past memories and also see how you've changed since when you first started dating to now, or like look at yourself from a few years ago to now and see how you changed and all that stuff. for some couples out there, give each other a massage or something. Settle in for the night and just pamper each other with massages. You could set a spot vibe with a scented candle and some massage oil. I mean, and plus you could always rent a movie. Little date night movie thing. There will be no lines, and you don't need to brave the cold weather if you live in the north. Instead of watching something on Netflix by the bullet and spend a few dollars from renting a new release, which is not a bad thing. Like spend a few extra bucks to rent, like the new drama that just came out like a few weeks ago, or a new action movie that just came out a few weeks ago, or something. Stage maybe stage like a photo shoot. Um, Nothing says I love you more than getting cute pictures together. You can have a friend, take some adorable pics or snap some selfies of each other, and you can display those images around your place or on social media if you're into that. Um, I mean, to be told, I've seen a lot of couples do that. Um, Especially the man or the woman. They'll stage their own little photo shoot, and then they'll either like propose or something, or they'll just be like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you and all that stuff. Um, I mean, I can't really personally say that because I'm not dating anybody. Um, but it's fun to do things with a significant other. Um, that like they won't even know like what you're doing. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" Um, or like play some board games or something. Like nothing hits like nostalgia with like board games like Battleship, sorry, Uno or Monopoly or something. Just games from your childhood. Or like maybe play video games with each other. Like that's kind of romantic. Just play video games with each other, just to like ease some of the tension and stuff. And um, but like you can make it nostalgic with games from your childhood. The best part, designate a prize for the winner. Yes, we would like to encourage competition. We always have competition on the pod. Um, Not on camera, but off camera. We always like try to make each other better in video games. Like with a way out, we've been trying to make sure like we take take turns like just trying to like figure out like what this thing does or what this thing does or whatever. And like recently, well, not too long ago, we've been like since we completed it once, we're going through it again and just failing and to see if like what happens if we fail, because we didn't get to do that the first time around. We were just wanted to get it done and just get it done and over with. Um, but it's like we always try to make sure that we have a good time and just try not to stress each other out and all that stuff, because we got our own lives to deal with outside the pod and all that stuff. And um so yeah. Another good Valentine's Day idea, go on a hike. um Explore the great outdoors together. Being outside is known to boost happiness, and being together will even make it even better. Plus, sometimes the views from the top of the mountain are super romantic. I mean, have you seen a lot of movie dramas or like comedy movies with that kind of setting? It always works out. Um, or like if you want to up the ante, um, invite some friends over to compete in a karaoke contest or something. Make sure you break out some of the goodies, like Taylor Swift or the Backstreet Boys. I mean, I bet you like a lot of people will try to sing their heart out, but then there's always that one dude or one person that's like always takes steps beyond to make sure that they're the best singer in the whole group. Um, or if you like want to be like just have a night in, watch some Netflix or whatever, make your own pizza. Like that's not a bad idea either. Um, there's just something about making your own pizza and toppings together from scratch that's so romantic. You can even go all out and make your pizza heart shaped, and that'd be kind of cool. To see somebody too. Um, I mean, like I said, it's Valentine's Day around the corner, 2 weeks from now. So, fellas, ladies, get some of these ideas that you learn from this podcast in your head, and just go all out. Like, or even take a tandem bike ride. There's nothing sweeter than riding a bike through some gorgeous scenery with your partner. This would be you don't have one at home, and you could just rent a tandem bike at a local bike shop for a few hours, and just ride and just enjoy some scenery with your significant other. Um, even you could even do a picnic, like take that tandem bike out and just explore some scenery, and then you could just stop and just put together a picnic for a quick spell, and just enjoy some sandwiches, enjoy some salad, take out some of the cozy blankets in the park or in the living room if you're too cold, or if it's too cold, I'm sorry. um pack a blanket, pack a basket, sorry, pack a basket full of your favorites, including cheese, wine, and cured meats. You don't have time to prepare? Well, if you're at home, Seamless and Postmates you can deliver whatever you need, but just remember that it will cost you more. If you're trying to, do Postmates or Seamless, it's gonna be costly. It's gonna be costly, but I mean, they'll get you whatever you need. Um, Also, like, another couple date or couples thing, do some volunteering together. That's a win-win. You save some money and you help out a local organization, especially when other individuals are spending the night out. It's always good to have a good cause to go do together. You save some money while you're helping like dogs or cats, or like local organizations. um because like I said, like others could be just spending the night out in the town and just living it up and spending a whole bunch of money, whereas like you're spending time together as a couple, or just individually. Like you could just go out and help somebody because everybody needs help out there. You can also feast on some fondue. First big decision, either if you're a chocolate or cheese person. If you have time, we vote for both on this channel. Well, I would probably prefer both. I don't know about Marissa, but I like me some fondue. Even though it's like kind of rich and bougie sort of thing. Another little thing, you can always write out some love letters and have them, read it out loud. It's kind of fun to do that. Um, like I said, I'm not going to speak from experience because I haven't been there yet, but I've I've known some people that have written out some love letters before, and they've written them out, or they read them out to their significant other, and they've done it back and all that stuff, and they've grown a bigger bond ever since then. Spend a few days before writing love letters to another. Make a night to read them out loud and toasting your future together. Um, sorry, excuse me. Enjoy a gallery exhibit. Go to a local art gallery to enjoy some beautiful photos or artwork. Some of these locations will offer free admission, and you'll be also escaping the restaurant madness. So grab a hot coffee on the way home for a sweet treat as well. Like nothing, nothing speaks, romantic about like a gallery. exhibit, because it's like you're spending time looking at some beautiful pieces of art, but then you can look to your significant other and be like, you're a beautiful piece of art. I know that kind of sounds corny, but just just bear with me. Um, but another thing, you can purchase a deal. If you've been together long enough, you wouldn't mind using a Groupon deal for dinner or a spa experience or the like. Just make sure it's valid on Valentine's Day before you purchase. Because you don't want to like be after, and then you're just like they're like, oh well, sorry, we can't use it. So, um, I have a candlelit dinner at home. Few things are more romantic than cooking together. You'll spend at least half as much if you would at a restaurant, and you wouldn't be kicked out to make room for the next seating. Um, it's always nice to do, candlelit dinner at home, just to be with each other, and you don't have to deal with, like screaming kids or people yelling over their food not being well done or whatever. And plus, you're saving a whole bunch of money that way, um, just by having dinner at home with your significant other, and also wine. So do the DIY wine testing, and then you have your candlelit dinner at home. Boom, you have two things in one day. Um, Also, if you're like very big on trivia, attend a trivia night at a bar or something, and compete against others for the title of trivia champion. Forego a big dinner for bites like sweet potato fries or in sliders. Um, I mean, I would love to go to a trivia night, to just just have some fun, just compete and do some trivia. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a trivia champion. Um, Also, you could probably try to bundle up and show off some of your skating skills. Bundle up, and head out for a romantic night on the ice. If you think about it, ask a passerby to take a photo of you, of you both, and I know around this time of year, way up north, it's kind of icy out, it's kind of snowy out, and all that stuff. Like, try to do some skiing, or try to do some ice skating, or it's it's very crucial to take some time while you can to celebrate this day with some people, like with some significant others, because at the end of the day, they're spending that day, that Valentine's Day, with you. They're not spending it with anybody else. They're not spending it with, their grandma or papa or whatever. They're spending it with you, your significant other, boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, friends, whatever. They're spending that Valentine's Day, if you're alone or if you're dating or married or whatever. It's never a bad day to spend some time on yourself and reflect on, you know, what has led up to this point in the relationship or whatever. Like, all the things I had just said, like do a trivia night or do a karaoke contest or go do, DIY wine tasting or do, like get, some coffee or whatever. Those moments are crucial. And these moments that you spend, with all these people that don't take it for granted, because you just never know when you'll, you know, it'll be your last. And I hopefully, if anybody can take anything from this episode, it's, it might not be everybody's holiday. It might not be, everybody's cup of tea. I know one person in particular, but if it's not your holiday, try to make it your own holiday. You know, just just try to take it with a grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, you know, if you're still, if you're a couple, indulge into a bubble bath or something. It's fun itself, and you can also pair it well with the ice skating. Uh, Whatever you do, sprinkle some rose petals on the top of your bubbles. Um, you know, Also while you're at it, you could also bake a sweet treat. Buy a box of baking mix for, less than $5 probably. And eat as much as you want, preferably. I would make I would make a chocolate dessert in honor of the holiday. um, Go visit to a local record store or something. Are you and your partner, or you or your partner, a music lover? There's always something so cool about and vintage about the whole experience for shopping of records. Most stores will let you preview whichever albums you like too. And then, also another, big, cute, crucial thing, just dance. Dance together. You can also try some new moves at home or in a dance lesson or even at a salsa club. Valentine's Day is all about getting close, and that is a good way to do so. Now, I I can't really say that, I'm not going to try any of these things, but, if the opportunity arises, maybe sometime next year, you just never know, for Valentine's Day, um, I think some of these techniques or, ideas are going to be very, very crucial. Um, I will try to take that with a grain of salt as well. Um, but with that being said, I know I'm trying to not stretch it out, but I'm just trying to think of things to say now. Um, this Deep Talks with Dystro episodes are they are here for a reason, and it's it's anything about money or life advice or mental health or something. But today I just wanted to do a pre Valentine's Day episode. It's not gonna come out on a Valentine's Day, no, but it's gonna come out tonight at time of recording. Um, but these deep talks with Dystro, it's helped me become a better podcast host or radio host. Um, and Marissa knows that too. Um, I've always tried to, be kind of more outspoken in some of these episodes. I know Marissa's let me do some of the talking a lot, but I've always tried to chime in whenever I needed to be. Also, I know if I'm kind of stuffy right now. I'm sorry. But with that being said, I do really appreciate you listening to this episode tonight. Um, so this coming Sunday is another random ranking episode, but this time is Billy Talent edition. This is, I think, episode 3 or 4. She'll say on Sunday's episode. Um, but that's Sunday, and then I think that's it for now. But she'll say what's the next episode on Sunday for next Thursday. Anywho, we do really appreciate you with all the love and support. Please sure to follow us on. We have a link tree in the description. It goes to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our individual Instagrams, uh, TikTok, my gaming YouTube channel, the podcast YouTube channel, um, and I have Song of the Night. So I have been getting more and more into the band called The Warning. It's three sisters who made their mark on YouTube, and then from YouTube they went into superstardom with covers and all that stuff. But now they have their own songs and all that stuff. And tonight's song, sorry, tonight's song is "More" by The Warning. Now there is a music video for this. And it is a really good music video. It kind of fits like MTV esque, if you could say that. So, with that being said, we do really greatly appreciate it. But now I think my sub count at the time of recording, I can't remember. It is 1,132 right now. My subscriber goal is to hit 1,200 either before or on Valentine's Day. So it's 13 days away. So hopefully I can make it to 1,200 before then. But like I said, I have enjoyed performing on this platform, and I've always enjoyed giving content to people on YouTube. And I do continue to do so, either on radio broadcasting or YouTube or whatever. I do really appreciate it. I've been doing this with Marissa for 2 years now. Hopefully we'll keep continuing to do so in the near future. But that's it. Go listen to More by The Warning, and that's it. And we will see you this Sunday for a Random Ranking Billy Talent Edition. Peace!